Hey guys, what is up? This is Cody or xCodeh. How's it going today? Hopefully everybody watching this video is having yourself a snazzy day. Let me know in the comments down below where you're watching the video from, inside or outside the United States. I always love to know. Today's video, I got a crazy story about one of the times, well, okay, thankfully the only time I've woken up to cops outside of my house, fully loaded, crazy situation. It was summer a couple of years ago. I was looking for hours through my Snapchat memories trying to get this picture, this video that I had, that I just pointed out the window, and it's just 3 cops laid up with freaking ARs just hanging out there, and I'm like, what could possibly be going on right now? I'm thinking I'm getting swatted again, because that's happened to me like 5-6 times over the years as a YouTuber, which is never a fun time. Just an immediate adrenaline rush moment. I hopped out of bed like, what is going on right now? But like, no one was knocking at my door, so I didn't exactly know what was going on. But before I continue on with this video, I'd like to thank today's video sponsor. Manscaped now sells beard products. They're once again revolutionizing men's grooming with the brand new Beard Hedger Kit Pro. The Beard Hedger's technology helps shape your signature beard look. Say goodbye to all your stubble trouble with Manscaped's Pro Beard Kit. The cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard that saves you space in your bathroom drawer. That's 20 different beard lengths in just one guard. Plus, it's waterproof so you can shave in the shower and avoid all that hair in your sink. It's got a titanium coated T-blade that's tough on your hair but smooth on your face, leading to a single stroke efficiency and making your beard look snazzier than ever. But it doesn't end there. You can try their dermatologist tested formulations for post-trim care. First, there's the beard shampoo, and then there's the beard conditioner. The hair in your beard is different than the hair on your head, and that's why this kit has the shampoo and the conditioner to moisturize, reduce ingrown hairs, replace natural oils, and promote beard health. And then there's Manscaped's beard oil. The oil relieves dryness both on the beard and on the skin underneath, adding a little shimmer and shine to make it look snazzy. Finish it off with the Beard Palm, a pomade that shapes, moisturizes, and tames for a sculpted look. The Beard Pro Kit also comes with 3 free gifts. You get a beard brush, you get a comb, and you get a pair of really nice scissors. You can get 20% off plus free shipping with code xCodeh at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with code xCodeh. Thank you for Manscaped for sponsoring a portion of this video. So like I said, this took place a couple years ago, and it was like a warm summer morning. Woke up to like some random noise outside, like car doors shutting. I pull the blind up and I just see 3 cop cars right outside my door, and there's like a cop maybe 4 or 5 feet from my window with an AR in his hand, like locked, ready to go, and they're like looking all around for someone, and I'm like bugging out, thinking I'm getting swatted again or something. On top of it, I'm home alone, so I call my dad and I'm like, yo, listen to the scanner real quick. What is going on? Because he used to be a volunteer EMT before I was born. That's actually how my parents met each other. They're both volunteer EMTs. So he kind of like always has a police scanner going on in the house, just so when like crazy stuff happens in the town, like a big fire or something like this, he could just know about it. He's a little nosy like that. I'd always have to tell him to turn it off when my plug would come over to serve me bud or something, because like I'd be like, dude, he's gonna think we're cops, like stop, like turn that off. So he was at work, but he couldn't really like tell me what it was, but he called me back like 5-10 minutes later telling me the craziest scenario. There was a Facebook marketplace gone wrong, like a transaction gone wrong. So at this point, he's telling me to stay inside, stay inside. There's a bunch of cops with guns and stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me just go out the back door. Let me take a peek, mosey my way outside. And I'm just like, looking around the corner. I see like a couple of my neighbors just like standing there, and I'm on the phone with them, and he's just like, just stay inside, just stay inside. I don't know what's going on. There's like a barricaded person or something. It turns out, dude, that there was somebody that was gonna sell an iPhone or like some type of phone, and the dude showed up to go and buy this phone, and somebody pulled out a gun and was like, nah, I'm robbing you, I'm taking your money and the phone, and then proceeded to run back into his apartment and barricade the door while the cops were like showing up because this dude had a gun. Like, that is not something that really happens in my hometown. There's been like one situation, actually two situations I could think of in the entirety of my life of growing up in my hometown, basically. So this was crazy, dude. This was crazy. And I just wanted to, you know, peek around the corner, see what was going on. And I know that just sounds like the dumbest thing ever. Like, why the hell would you put yourself in a situation of like where guns could be going off and stuff? But listen, the nosiness, it got to me. All right, listen, the number one thing I've learned about being an adult is to mind your own damn business. And I saw a couple of my neighbors standing there, so I was like, you know, I went outside after hanging up the phone with my dad, and I'm just like, hey man, like, what's going on? And the dude turns around and looks visibly distraught. And what I didn't know at the time was this was the dude that got robbed. He looked me in the face, like pale as a ghost, like, dude, someone just robbed me, man. Like, they pulled out a gun on me and they ran into the apartment and just freaking shut the door behind me. Like, I couldn't get in and I had to call the cops. Like, there's a gun. And I'm sitting like, ho, maybe I should back up a little bit. Maybe I should not go around the corner. But listen, curiosity got the best of me, because there was an apartment building, and on the other side of the apartment building is where all this was going down. So I kind of like crept to the very corner, you know, get a little Call of Duty lean around the corner, and I just see a swarm of police officers just all huddled right in front of this door. And that was it. That was enough for me. That was absolutely enough for me. That's all I had to see. So I made my way back to the apartment. Like, I don't know, I felt like I saw what I had to see. I didn't want to be in any danger, dude. I didn't want to get caught in a crossfire or anything like that, because there must have been 10 cops outside this door, like aimed at it with freaking assault rifles and stuff. Like, it was a crazy scene, like the craziest scene I've ever seen in my life. It looked like shit out of a movie or something. I go back into my apartment and I immediately call my dad, and I was like, I just talked to the neighbor that got robbed. He was like, why did you go outside? Why were you anywhere near this? He was so mad at me, dude. And I was like, listen. I stayed behind the building, dude. There's no freaking way that bullets would be going through the entire apartment building and hitting me, dude. I was staying nice and safe. He wasn't having any of it, dude. He was not having any of it whatsoever. I could hear the disappointment steaming off of his head like a cartoon character through the phone. So now I go in like the front door area of the apartment, and I'm just like peeking out, and like there's just a line of cop cars, like starting from my apartment all the way to the end of the freaking entrance. Basically, they got both entrances locked off. They've got the whole thing surrounded, basically. I think they even had like a fire truck there for some reason. I don't know why a fire truck always has to show up to these events, but anyways, probably for some like EMT work. I don't know what. Listen, I'm not a emergency response person, but so the funny part about the story, like a couple hours later, this was on like the news and everything. So this is how we really found out about it. Like the local news. It wasn't on like state news or anything like that. It was just on the local news. And we read an article about this, that it was a Facebook marketplace deal gone wrong. Like someone was selling an iPhone or some type of phone for like $1,000, and the person just took the money, grabbed the phone, ran into the apartment, barricaded the door. And like the cops showed up and were like, we're not leaving, like you better come out. And the funny part about it, dude, is they couldn't get into the door. Like, they couldn't get through the door. That dude must have freaking put a fridge in front of the door or something, because the cops were useless. Like, they couldn't do anything about it, but like they weren't gonna leave. Like, they couldn't just let that happen, especially when there was a gun involved. There was like a school pretty close by, so like that, they weren't playing around. Especially in my town, like, dude, there must have been 30 cops in my small town, and whenever like the most minuscule thing would happen, they'd be there 3 minutes flat. Oh my god, I got something to do type of attitude. Like, they had nothing to do. Nothing really went down in my town other than like, you know, people selling weed and stuff that I know of. Like, I just never really heard of anything crazy happening. And the way they finally got this dude out of the apartment, they had to go onto Facebook Messenger and negotiate with him and manage to like finesse their way into getting him to come out on his own. Like, that just proves how high quality the doors in these apartments were. All right, they were fucking heavy, dude. It was one of those doors, especially the back door, dude. Whenever I'd sneak out at night, it was like the loudest door possible. There was no way you could sneak out and like not wake up everybody, dude. My dad would be like, what is it? who's who's going out the back door? I ended up buying WD-40 and just like spraying it in the hinges to make it quieter. But dude, if you just like let the door go, that thing would slam shut. These doors were indestructible. Like, I bet they were like trying to bash it with a battering ram, dude. They had the whole SWAT gear set up and everything, and they could not get into this door. This dude must have put like a million things in front of it or something. But they ended up getting him out of this apartment and like arresting him for all of this through Facebook Messenger. That was like the funniest thing I ever heard that happened in like the whole time I lived in that apartment complex. It had to have been the funniest thing I ever heard. I mean, it sucks for the neighbor that, you know, lost the money. I'm hoping that he got the money back. I feel like in this type of situation, it might have been taken as evidence or something. I don't know. Would they get the money back? Do you guys think he'd give the money back? Like maybe eventually after the case was closed, but who knows, man? Who knows? Do you know? This is really what kind of scared me. Like when PS5s were kind of like, you know, worth like flipping and reselling. I hate to admit that I was part of the problem. I probably sold maybe 35 of those things over the course of like a year or two during, you know, lockdown and stuff when they were just going for like $1,000. I mean, listen, you can't hate the hustle, all right? You can hate me because I understand people really wanted those things. They're still kind of hard to get, aren't they? Like you can't just go in the store and buy them in most places, but not really worth it for resale. But like anyways, getting off topic, this is what kind of scared me from like ever doing Facebook marketplace deals. Like do you guys have any crazy Facebook marketplace situations like this, like getting robbed or like some crazy dude showing up and like acting all weird or something? Let me know in the comments down below, because you know I read the comments. All right, listen, you leave a comment, I'm gonna read it. All right, I don't respond to every single one because that would take me hours. Thank you to everybody who watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to everybody supporting me on Patreon. For $1 or $2 a month, you can support the channel and get access to now 160 plus 30 to 40 minute blazing videos, question and answer, a couple nature videos peppered in there. I'll show a list of everybody on screen right now. Huge thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. It helps me out a lot and I have a lot of fun making those videos. And also, before this video ends, dude, thank you to everybody who's been watching the YouTube live streams, man. I just like been trying to do that the past couple days. I've done 3 now. I think we had almost 1,000 viewers on a stream, man. It is so cool to be able to like talk to you guys live on the channel. It is so dope, and I'm definitely going to be doing more like in the near future. I might even do one tonight. Listen, thank you to everybody who showed up to that, man. It is so fun to just sit there, blaze with you guys, and just talk. It is just the coolest thing ever, man. So make sure you have notifications on my channel if you guys are interested in live streams. I know not everybody is, but I can't believe how fast the chat was going, dude. Like I was 3 in the morning like a couple nights ago, and I got out of the shower and I was like just wide awake, and I'm like, maybe I'll just hop on YouTube live. I'd never tried it before. Dude, it was popping, man. Huge thank you to everybody who chilled with me on the live streams, man. I'm gonna do a lot more of those in the near future. Thank you so much for the support and just hanging out with me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this story. I know there wasn't like, I feel like there wasn't a lot that happened. I was trying to be careful, dude. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was trying to be careful and not get shot. Okay, listen, I was not trying to get caught in the crossfire of this insane situation. Like I said, this kind of stuff did not happen often in my town. There was 1 or 2 things that happened. Other than I feel like I had the craziest stuff happen to me out of everyone I know, from getting swatted and stuff, and just terrible situations. I don't wish that upon anybody. That was just not a fun time. But there was one other time. I don't have like a whole story to tell you about it, but it was just basically like a bud deal gone wrong, and someone ended up getting shot in the butt, dude. They shot him right in the butt. I mean, it's good that he didn't get shot, you know, anywhere else, because like, I don't know, he survived and everything, but like that's really the only other like, you know, gun situation that I could ever think of that happened in my town. It was over like a half P, dude. Like it wasn't even like, is it really worth ending someone's life over that? Like that is just insane to me. And it was somebody that came in through like a couple towns over that did it too. So it wasn't even someone like in my town that did it. It was just someone from my town that it happened to, basically. But anyways, crazy situation. Let me know if you guys have ever had any insane Facebook marketplace, or just, you know, any of the other reselling websites, anything crazy that's ever happened to you. I'm looking forward to reading your guys' comments. Hopefully nothing too crazy. And leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys in the next one. I hope to see you guys on my next live stream here on YouTube. And I hope you have yourself a very snazzy day. Stay high, stay lifted, and stay snazzy.